Good morning. Oh my goodness, so good. So good. Okay, I'm going to put my glasses on because the glare from the sunlight is a little too much for me. So what I want to talk about is we're always talking about self-improvement, getting better, transformation, becoming your best self. Morning. And what I want to talk about today is falling in love again with your old self and appreciating your old self. Yesterday, I spent time with one of my close friends from middle school. We've been friends all these years, and we spent the day eating, shopping, having fun, playing mahjong, and it was just a great day. And what we did is it's just natural. You think of old times, you think of different stories, and it reminded me about when we were laughing about situations. That was my best self years ago too. When years ago I was always a little bit quirky, as my daughter says. I always had a big personality. I am a character. But remembering that about myself is what she loved about me and what made me me. And when she reminded me about things about myself from years ago, I was always creative. I was always smart. And I was always a little bit different. And I was always really generous. And those are really good qualities that I really liked about myself back then. And sometimes when I just keep on thinking about getting better, self-improvement, meeting this deadline, meeting that deadline, I forget that there's a lot of really great traits about me. And it took a day with an old friend of just laughing and reminiscing. In high school, she was always so cool and always so popular, and we were really close friends. We had different traits and we brought different things to the table. And I think sometimes you forget about what you bring to the table and how important you really are. Each one of us is so important in the world, and sometimes we forget our importance. We each make a difference. Sometimes you think only people that donate millions of dollars make a difference. Only people that do charity work make a difference. That's not true. We each make a difference. We each make a difference in our little worlds, in our bigger worlds, in the goodness of the world. And I think today should be a celebration of your old self, the self that you love, the self that maybe you've forgotten all those times years ago, and maybe it takes visiting an old friend to be reminded of it, but all those qualities that really did make you who you are and who you are today, and not discounts it. It's kind of like we're so focused on self-improvement, getting better, that we throw out the baby with the bathwater. What are those great things about you? Who are you deep inside that you really like? Those qualities that make you you. And it begins, there is nothing more important than self-love and self-acceptance. And maybe the way to find it is to think about the person you were years ago. Meet up with an old friend, reminisce, look through old pictures. Write yourself a story. Write a story to your grandchildren, to your children, to different people about the person that you were, and use it as a reminder for yourself of who you are. I think it's very easy to get caught up in self-improvement, self-betterment.